Good morning. My name is Vaishnavi. I am from 8th SEM EEE Department, Vidyavikas Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today I am going to do a pedagogy PPT which is on design and analysis of real-time overhead service mail, and my group members are SIRIVANTH, THARUN, VARSHITH and SHIVA under the guidance of Professor Arjun Joshi. What is overhead lines? Overhead lines typically refers to power lines that are suspended above ground, often supported by poles or towers. They are used to transmit electricity along long distance, delivering power from generating station to home, business and other locations. They are generally the low-cost method of power transmission for large quantity of electric energy. Merits of overhead service systems are: identifying the fault's location is easy, cheap and cost effective. It is easy to draw service cable. And demerits of overhead service lines are: ugly appearance, space is effective, problem due to branch of trees. And the various types are high proof building, for low proof building, weatherproof cable method, and use of junction or joint box.
So myself SHIVANTH, and I am going to explain about for high roof building the overhead connections. So the wire is connected to the cable provided in the building. So the overhead wire will be connected to the cable. It will be provided in the building itself. So if the cable is not provided, then we can use service bracket embedded into the wall. Then the pin type or shackle type insulators are fitted to the wall bracket for holding the cable. The number of insulator fitted depends on number of incoming wire. So how much insulator will be insulator depends on the cables we are using, the number of cable we are using. The vertical distance between the insulator should be about 35 centimeter and lateral distance should be about 30 centimeter. The phase and the neutral wires were taken from existing service pole and connected to the insulator in the bracket. So it will be taken from the overhead line. The earth wire is connected to the iron with the help of eye bolt. Weatherproof or PVC cable known as service cable is connected to the conductor by means of connectors. The GI pipe is bent at upper end with opening face downward in order to the pipe. So I'll show it in the figure. So this is the figure for high roof building. So see, when cable is this is a cable. If it is not there, we will use the clips for holding the cable. Next, we'll go for low roof building. So if the building is at very low height, service bracket cannot be directly fixed to the wall. So if fixed, the power conductors may not have safe distance from the ground. In such cases, we use a roof pole or GI pipe connections. So the roof pole consists of strong steel tube provided with lateral arms on which the insulator are mounted. The height of the roof pole should not exceed 3 meters, otherwise the tensile stress will become high. To keep tensile stress low, roof pole is braced by the steel rope. In case of GI pipe connection, the pipe is raised above the roof of a suitable height. So this is the figure. So the buildings here will be at low height. So we will use this roof pole to connect the insulator. The insulator will be here. The cables from the overhead line will be connected and put inside to the roof pole. From this we will take the supply.
Good morning, myself THARUN. I am in Tirupati. My topic or weatherproof cables method. It comes under the overhead cable. In weatherproof cable, in this method, 8 SWG GI wire is stretched for the service pole to high screw bolt fixed into the wall at a suitable height. And in the weatherproof or PVC cables, it then be brought to build a clip into the GI wire sketched between service pole and building that carry out the service board usually. And next type, use of junction box or junction board for overhead servicemen. This method also very popular method for taking service connection from one house to another house using a junction box is made. In this system, connection from existing pole are taken to the junction box. The figure shows the how junction box connection are made.
Now I am going to explain the estimation of overhead transmission line. Total load was calculated 2 kV and current was calculated by formula P by V 8.33 amps. Factor of safety was multiplied with the current, and standard aluminium cable 4 mm square was used. Cable length was approximately 50 meter. Brake insulator 1.1 kV. Two number of brake insulators are used. Real insulator 34 real insulator are used. Support pipe 40 mm dia, 2.5 mm thickness, 1.8 GI pipe as used as support pipe. 30 mm diameter, 2 mm thickness, 3 mm length PVC bend was used. Messenger wire 1 kg was used. Meter board 300 mm into 300 mm into 65 mm T-coot board was used for meter board. Fuse unit 18 porcelain fuse, 18 amps porcelain fuse is to use two numbers. Miscellaneous materials. Cost of the materials was for 4 square mm PVC cable. For 50 meter length, 750 amount brake insulators, two numbers 25 rupees, 50 rupees. Total amount was 50 rupees. Reel insulators 34 numbers, 3 rupees each, 102 rupees. GI pipe was 210 rupees. GI pipe was 630 rupees. PVC pipe 90 rupees. PVC bend 18 rupees. The total cost of this overhead line was 3,600 only.
Good morning all, myself Varshith. These are some of the photos where we had need to install the overhead service line in the houses. And if we come to the outcome part, we came to know through this activity we came to know about the estimation and costing of the installation of overhead service line in houses, and through this activity we got an insight about how the expenses are included in overhead service main, like materials, labor cost, and permission to be taken from the electricity boards. Some of these topics. And if we come to the labor cost part, it will depend on the manpower required or the contractor was assigned for this work. Contractor decides the percentage value and then decides the labor cost value. And we are grateful for Arjun sir to give this opportunity to do this activity, and thank you.